Hello everybody! Welcome to How to Set Marching Drill for Band Geeks. We finally get to start drill today. Patrick has a question already. Mr. Snell, what are the different parts of the field called? Super glad that you asked that, Patrick. Very good question. This is what the field looks like. Ours is not green. This is Jackson. Everybody say hi, Jackson! He's pretty cool. We like Jackson. I don't always drag the tempo, but when I do, I blame the drum line. 8 to 5 step is the key for setting drill. It's our 22.5-inch step that we've been practicing for the whole week, which is about 2/3 of a yard. That is the distance between 5 yards. So it's 8 steps for every 5 yards. That's so that way everybody can make sure their dots are exactly in the right spots. Dots are like your coordinates on the field. Our step sizes should be as perfect and pristine as all of these wonderful people here. We practiced singing and dancing the Cupid Shuffle today, so we remembered that the left side of the field is side 1 and the right side of the field is side 2. That left side of the field, side 1, is the one that's closest to the softball field, and I also have it labeled in spray paint on the field for you guys. And then the side 2 part is the one closest to the football field. It's also labeled with spray paint as well. But again, this is from Jackson's perspective. He's looking at Central High School. We were all looking at Central High School when we did the Cupid Shuffle today. Inside is talking about going towards the 50. And then outside, we're walking away from the 50. So those are important things to keep in mind when you're reading information on your dot books there. Thinking inside and outside the box. Anytime you see where it says in front, that is going to be towards the home sideline. Jackson is home. The bank across the street towards Jackson is home. That's what we're talking about. When it's behind, that's the visitor sideline. That's towards Central High School, farther away from Jackson. Home hashes are those little check marks in the middle of the field, the ones that are closest to Jackson. Home hashes, visitor hashes are further away from Jackson. High school hashes are the ones furthest to the outsides. And then the NCAA college hashes are the one closest to the middle. The performance fields we're going to be using have those 2 sets of hashes, but just remember that when we're doing hashes on our dot books, we're using the high school hashes, the outside ones. Some of them are labeled in yellow. Most of them, or all of them, will have little dots on those hashes. Patrick has another question. Mr. Snell, how do I read my dot book? Very good question, Patrick. This is a dot book. Very cool, very neat. The top of your dot book is your ID number. So this one is an alto saxophone player, and they will be labeled as A2. This is Mr. Bean's ID. So the far left column tells you which set number we are on. Those are the numbers and boxes we were putting into your music yesterday. The counts tell you how many counts it takes to get to that set. The next column is your x-axis, left, right, the side 1, side 2 position. The next column is your y-axis, your front to back position, or your home visitor position there. It's exactly like reading coordinates when you're charting graphs in math class. Okay? Look at this graph. So let's take a look at the first row, which is for set 1 here. So set 1 is 0 counts to get there. Our x-axis, side 1, side 2, is going to be side 1 on the 35-yard line. And then our y-axis, the home visitor, is going to be 8 steps behind of home sideline. So this is our stupidity test. Let's see if we can do it. So that purple splotch is where this dot is. So I found the side 1, far left, 35-yard line, which is in between the 30 and the 40. And then I found the home sideline and I took 8 steps behind it, which is away from Jackson. So, the next set, 1A, that's a subset, but you look, 1A for this person is exactly the same as 1. That means you don't move. So, the number of counts it says there is 8, so this is going to be an 8 count hold for A2. Congratulations, that's your first part of the show. Then the next set, set 2, you're going to read, it says it's 16 counts. Your x-axis, the side 1, side 2 coordinate is side 1 on 45-yard line. And then your y-axis, home visitor, you're going to be 8 steps behind the home sideline. And that is going to be a move because you're noticing it's at a different spot than your first step. So it's going to be right there. So we found the side 1, 45-yard line. We got 8 steps behind, and that's where it is. Our first set was there at the 35. So you're going to notice that those are going to be there. It's going to be very nice for this person. Looks like with 16 counts you're moving 2 yard lines. That's an 8 to 5 size step. Very, very cool. What does all of this mean? You're probably sitting there like, Mr. Snell, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard. I don't like math. What are we doing? We're going to practice what all this means out on the field later today. We're going to do the shipwreck game where we all have to find, I'm going to yell out a coordinate and you guys all have to try and go find it as quickly as you can. We'll have a competition. We're going to have you guys all line up on a yard line. I'll have you close your eyes and we'll all take 8 steps to see if all of our step sizes are felt the same way. So we all have the same measuring sticks. And then, not today, but another day, we're going to have the 3 drummers lined up from the front to the back so we understand how to listen back for pulse. We've already been doing that in our fundamentals as well. But today, we're just going to learn how to set the drill. We're going to have our chalk. You're going to have your dot book on your lanyard. And we're going to go through the procedures that we're going to be using to set all the dots. Okay? Make sure that section leaders collect all the dot books once rehearsal is over, and then when rehearsal starts, when we start setting dots, they're distributing them so we don't lose any dot books. And then you'll have your music in the plastic sheets, and then we're going to need you to get some carabiners so you can clip the music to your side, so when we're going through a set, you know exactly where we are in the music. Okay? Real life Mr. Snell is standing there smiling at you, I'm sure, so excited to answer your questions. After this, we're going to play the music so the color guard can hear it, and then we're going to do some tracking so we know when all the holes happen, when all of your moves happen, and all the step outs, so we're all good on what we're supposed to do. Thank you guys for listening, and good luck on day 1 of setting your drill. See you later, alligators!